Paul, yes. Just looking at this December 31st of 2015, yes. You know, it was 2 years, 11 months, and 3 days ago. Oh. Now, 2 years, 11 months, and 3 days ago, yes, you said I was in Sequim, Washington. But I wasn't. It was New Year's Eve of 2015, and I was in Port Angeles, Washington. But you wouldn't admit the video surveillance camera footage from the bus that morning? Yes. You didn't want to go to the Serenity House and see that I slept there? Pouch! Now, there's a lot of fraud going on because you don't really believe that I can do what I say. Well, I think, okay, wanting to house 1 billion of the world's poorest, yes, there are some nations that would rent me some prison space, yes, so that you could go to prison in a third world nation. Now, these are a new kind of agreements for those that are attorneys, yes, those in law enforcement, and those elected to office that have knowledge of the fraud, yes, of arresting me for a crime I didn't commit, pooch, putting me in jail on the 4th of January, and then refusing to acknowledge that I wasn't in Sequim, Washington, and I didn't violate the protection order. Now, that was 2 years, 11 months, and 3 days ago. Yes. And I had emailed you, Port Angeles, Sequim, and Port Townsend police departments, that I did not get any due process. Yes, the petitioner didn't sign it. There's no penalty of perjury. Oh, and your court commissioners and your judges don't have to enforce the laws. Now, I'm thinking that you can spend some time in a third world prison. Pooh, because I've seen the poverty and I realize that those that are really impoverished, I mean, we have the homeless here in the United States of America. Yeah, but there are some nations where there are no soup kitchens. Pooh. See, you get arrested in a third world nation and you get to go to one of their prisons. Yeah, it's not as nice as the Clallam County Jail, is it? I mean, you have almost an unlimited amount of hot water. Yes, they feed you 3 meals a day and you get to use your own cot. Now, when I said it was against the law, well, let's see, July 31st of 2015, you issued the protection order. Yes. Where there's a forgery of the ex officio Superior Court clerk. Yes. I had informed law enforcement that I wasn't given any due process. You said I was crazy and I can't have any due process if you say that I'm crazy. Oh, for 5 months. Yes. You knowingly issued a protection order where I did not get notice of court hearings. Yes, you served me in the Sequim Public Library by an individual that wasn't a sheriff. Yes, and then you served somebody other than myself. Pooch! Now, I think there's a lot of fraud, and we're going to need to have some additional housing for those in office someplace else in the third world that needs the additional finance. Now, I know. Look at this. June 16th of 2017. Pooch. I went to jail in Clallam County. Yes. And then you issued that protection order, and 1 year, 10 months, and 16 days later, you said I violated it again. Yes. For 1 year, 10 months, and 16 days, you said that on June 16th of 2017, I was in Brennan, Washington. Yes. That you said I was crazy and I had repeatedly violated a fucking protection order. Now, when I think about the probability of emailing approximately 2 million emails every day from during that time, informing you that it's against the law to issue protection orders, yes, where the signature didn't know, you said I violated it. Pouch! Now listen, you fucking right now. I think you need some time in third world nation prisons. See, having been a missionary, I've seen the real poverty of the world, and I just think you're too rich. Whew, is that an economic slur? Ouch! You don't really want the prisons of the United States. You want to go to a Central American prison, ooh, a South American prison, maybe a prison in Africa. Your thought was, well, you can't put us in prison. Now, you said, yes, I keep emailing you. That's against the fucking law. Now, I want you to remove your fraud. You understand? I want you to remove the fraud from the judicial system of the United States. Then I want to make some agreements with some third world prisons where sheriffs and police officers can spend time in third world. Remove the fraud.